President Trump's recent tough talk aimed at Jeff Sessions is producing some distressing headlines in the mainstream media press, such as this one in the Washington Post. Critics fear Trump's attacks are doing lasting damage to the justice system. Really? Joining me for a debate are Professor Charles Kessler with the Claremont Institute and attorney Jan Ronis. I really do appreciate you gentlemen being here tonight. Look, Donald Trump was elected to be a disruptive president, right? I mean, he was elected to come in and not do the status quo. Now, some would obviously argue with maybe some of his tactics, his tweets, his aggressive nature, but that wasn't he? I mean, that is what he was elected to do, was it not? Jan, I want to give you the first stab at this.
Well, I don't recall anybody suggesting that he was elected to be the disruptive president that he's become. Quite frankly, he's the head of government. He's the head of the executive branch. He's in his vitriol and criticizing, for example, law enforcement, judges, prosecutors, intelligence services, and the way in which he does it. This does not advance the cause of democracy. We are the most civil, ordered government on earth. We've been taught to be proud of our government. We should be. We have a wonderful government. But for the president to single-handedly criticize the people that have worked for him in the manner in which he does advances nothing. I mean, look what he did, how he embarrassed Rex Tillerson. Look how he's denigrated Jeff Sessions. Look how he's suggested the intelligence services, the law enforcement agencies, the prosecutors around the country have been engaging in conspiracies. This does not advance the cause of democracy we've been taught to expect out of a president.
Charles, what's your take on this?
Well, the president has a duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed. That means he's in charge of the whole executive branch. He and he alone has the power and the duty to judge the performance of his attorney general and of his intelligence agencies. He alone has the ability to classify material, to declassify it, and to grant clearances for people in his administration and even people like John Brennan in previous administrations.
Now, Charles,
it seems to me he's doing his job.
Yeah, Charles, he was supposed to change the political norms. Is he doing that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing in your book?
Well, I think it depends on what the norms are. Many great, strong presidents have been norm breakers, from Andrew Jackson to Abraham Lincoln in his own way, to Harry Truman, to FDR. It's not unusual for presidents to change the way they do the job, because the job of president doesn't come with a manual, a how-to manual, and it has to adjust to the personality and the times of the occupant. And as long as he remains faithful to the Constitution and to the common good, the president gets to make up a lot of his own job requirements and performance.
So, Jan, do you believe that the resistance movement, no matter what the president does, no matter what the president says, we're going to resist at all levels? We're going to go after this, my words, not somebody else's, a scorched earth type of philosophy that says we can't let anybody have any victory in any place. Do you really think that that's resonating with the American people? Because the economy's been getting better, and I think on foreign policy you can argue it's a much safer place than it was when from the time Donald Trump took over.
Well, I'm not suggesting. I think, quite frankly, Donald Trump has been his own worst enemy. I mean, look, he came into the office having an opportunity to be a really great president, but the manner in which he's taken to electronic means of communication to denigrate government officials.
No, but I'm asking about the resistance movement. I mean, the Democrats on the other side of the aisle are saying we're going to resist at everything, and we're going to have this scorched earth philosophy. Is that effective in communicating? If you're going to be critical of Donald Trump,
right,
for being a vitriolic type of personality and, these mean tweets, the resistance movement, I mean, let's go pick on, yell at people while they're eating dinner. Is that really what you think is going to be the winning formula for Democrats?
I don't think that you ought to resist every effort of the President of the United States, just as I thought the Republicans should not have resisted, as they did, everything that President Obama proposed during his presidency.
We didn't do that. That's not true.
Listen,
I was in Congress.
Listen, even I believe the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, vowed that he was never going to let President Obama have any success. The Democrats have not been nearly as bombastic in their opposition to Donald Trump as Republicans were when President Obama was president of the United States.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing I've heard tonight. But I really do appreciate you gentlemen coming and joining us tonight. But that is just absolutely not true. Thank you, gentlemen, both. I appreciate it.